Hello, welcome back to my workbench up here in the study at Donget's Model Railway. This is a Bachmann Mk2F in Intercity Executive livery. It's a lovely model with only one downside: they sold out fast. This livery and the blue-grey livery are difficult to get hold of, and factory DCC fitted TSOs specifically are basically unobtainium at this point. I didn't manage to put together a full rake of either before they sold out, and lit TSOs now go for stupid money on auction sites. I saw a lit blue-grey TSO go for more than £150 once. As nice a model as they are, I'm not paying that. However, there's an alternative route to getting them. I picked up this non-lit TSO for a much more reasonable price, and today I'm going to upgrade it with DCC lighting using factory components. Bachmann now have a spares website, which means you can buy the missing parts easily and upgrade one to be the same spec as a factory lit example. This works because all the coaches have axle box pickups, whether they have lighting fitted or not. On the Bachmann Spares website you need two PCBs, one for below the seating and one for above. For this executive livery TSO I need this lower one and this upper one. The upper PCBs particularly vary a lot between models, so make sure you pick the right one. You will also need some small screws. Bachmann will sell you a pack of 3 for the lower PCB for £3. If you have more than one coach to do, you can save a lot of money here by buying a larger quantity of the same size from a screw supplier rather than direct from Bachmann. Getting the body off these is difficult. They are a very tight fit and there are several clips that need to be disengaged. I am using some old cards to prevent the clips re-engaging, and when both sides are out at the same time the chassis will slide out. This is made all the more difficult by nice fine mouldings and lots of delicate details you don't want to damage. Once the chassis does pop down a bit at one end, work the cards down the sides and it will slide out at the other end too. Here are the parts freshly arrived from Bachmann Spares. This is the upper Lighting PCB and this is the lower Pickup PCB. The metal springs make contact with the top of the bogies. The lower PCB goes below the seating, so I need to remove that too. There are 3 countersunk screws in the floor holding it in. There is a correct way round for both PCBs. For the lower PCB, look for where the slot in the bottom of the chassis is for where the switch comes out the bottom, and how this relates to the centre screw hole for the interior. This should also line up the connecting cable with a hole in the floor of the luggage rack. You will want to secure the bottom PCB down and not just rely on the interior to keep it in place. This will affect the reliability of the pickups if you don't do this. These screws will be a bit tougher than you're used to. Because nothing has been in these holes before, the threads have not yet been cut into the plastic. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and ring the bell if you want notifications. For the top PCB, it is this wire that matters. Make sure the wire and the socket are in the same corner. For a true OEM install, the top PCB should be screwed in too, I didn't find this necessary. It's held in place very firmly by the clips at each ends, and it will be supported in several places by the interior too. All of this wire has to fold up into the very small luggage rack area. I decided to lift the interior up and loop some of it around under the floor, as getting it all in the luggage rack without spilling out into the end gangway and being visible through the door window is quite a challenge. Let's put this coach on my test track and check it out. If the TSO upper lighting boards do sell out at some point in the future, in my experience the FO board will work in a TSO. The light is consistent enough that the seating doesn't look odd in the middle of the coach, even though the lighting pattern is slightly different between the two vehicles. You won't get away with using an RFB or BSO lighting board though. They are significantly different. That's working great. One coach with freshly fitted OEM Plus lighting, all working. Just one more thing to do here. And that's one more job done and out of the way. See you next time up here in the study at Donget's Model Railway.